there, guys. I'm doing a test with the, oh, fuck. Looking up here. Oops. Hello, guys. I'm just doing a quick test with the LG G7 for the YouTube Live. I just want to see what it looks like here. Let me adjust the camera real quick. And we'll begin this sort of view. What up, Joseph? We can talk about maybe how good the LG G7 is. Yeah, hold on. I'm on the freeway right now. Hold on, you guys can see what I'm doing here. Ah! Sorry, I should have set this up before I started, but I'm actually going kind of far. That's why I did it while driving. Don't try this at home, guys. I actually have a mount. I have a Delkin 2 suction cup mounts. Okay, all right, that looks good. I just gotta adjust it real quick. Yeah, so this way I can keep my eyes on the road. I'm on the T-Mobile 4G LTE, by the way, so I don't know how. It should be pretty good. Oh yeah, the camera has gotten like literally. It's now it's up to par with all the flagships. Yeah, LG finally fixed. Yeah, this is HighOnAndroid, yeah. Anyway, so let me see if the wide angle works. So let me switch again. So that was a wide angle, and what you're seeing now is the regular camera, and this is the front camera. It's not that wide, as you can see. It sort of cuts off my head. If I do this with the LG V20, it's a lot bigger. So I guess this year it's not so wide this year. But I think that's one thing that helps the phone to get better photos with the front camera. But obviously they should go back to LG V10. Am I high on Android right now? Yeah, of course. So yeah, I think best way to do it is make 2 front cameras, one wide angle, one not wide angle, just like how they did it. I think was at LG V10. That was the first time they had the wide angle. That was actually the best way to do it. What would I say? The best phone? Oh man, I'm gonna have a video on this, but best value, not the best phone, but the best value, best deal. I think it's the OnePlus 6. I really like it, especially the 240 frames per second slow motion. My favorite phone, S9 or LG. Let me switch cameras here. Let me see, guys. This is the road. I can see the road. S9 or LG G7. Man, my favorite phone is actually not LG or Samsung. It's actually the OnePlus 6. Believe it or not, the reason is that I've been playing a lot of golf, as some of you guys know. I've been following me on Instagram and Twitter. And the 240 frames per second is outstanding. Better quality, I think slightly better than S9. S9 is pretty good too. But one thing that's good with the OnePlus 6, they have the video editor where you can slow it down and edit the footage right on your phone. Whereas the 240 frames per second on the S9, you actually have to slow it down with the computer or something. So it's actually plays at normal speed. Is it? I'm gonna have to double check. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the OnePlus 6 is the only one that can do that right now. So yeah, that's why I've been using this often. The garbage bit rate. Oh, that's just from T-Mobile 4G LTE. Yeah, go complain to T-Mobile. Next time I'll use Verizon. I forgot to bring my Verizon phone. My Verizon phone streams a lot better. Yeah, so this is the wide angle, and then this is the regular camera, which I think it looks pretty good. Maps, I'm gonna look into it. Yeah, definitely I'm gonna look into it. See you on Hans hairstyle. I forgot what that looks like. Go to San Jose? Yeah, I could go right now. I'm actually supposed to go pick up my my daughter. I'm actually dropping off my parents. They just came from Korea, and then now I got to go back to my house and take my daughter to golf practice. Absolute 4K quality. Well, this is live stream off the YouTube app, so you're only getting 720p on this. Hey, what up? What up, Matex? Yeah, but I just wanted to do a quick test with the YouTube Live, see how well it live streams. And, you know, the LG phones are always one of the best to do live streams because of the wide angle. That it becomes super useful. And also YouTube supports it, so you can actually go wide angle or whatever. 720 looks worse than 4. Well, it's the bitrate right now. It's just T-Mobile. It might get better, but I'm probably in a bad T-Mobile signal area right now. Do I prefer the S9 or the LG G7? Oh, that's actually a pretty hard one. I don't know. I just got the LG G7, so I've been deleting. And yeah, right now I'm just using the G7. I haven't actually found a reason to use the S9 Plus actually much, or the S9, because the OnePlus 6, I mean, I need the slow motion. I mean, it does everything so much faster. Yeah, and it's thinner. So yeah, this year, I don't know. S9 is not my favorite phone, I guess, this year. It's a good phone, but it's not my favorite. I prefer actually using the Note 8. But yeah, I really just love the slow motion because, I'm playing a lot of golf. And, golfers will love this OnePlus 6. You guys remember, I don't know if you guys play golf. You guys remember when Casio came out with their slow motion little digital camera? Those are doing it could do 240 frames per second and that was like the golfer's camera that sort of started. Now it's like the OnePlus 6 and S9 can do it too. You have to exchange a P20 for S9 Plus. Yeah, I'm taking the San Mateo Bridge. Yeah. I don't know. I guess I will get my hands on P20, but I just don't feel the urge to go and, I'll review it, but I just don't see the point. I mean, I guess the camera's good and whatever, but, once you get to that level, it's just like, I might as well use my DSLR, I don't need a bulkier smartphone, so. I don't know, but I haven't tried it. Am I driving the passenger seat? No, it's automatic. It's automatic driving, I got the new automatic add-on for my car. I can drive without hands. It's pretty cool. I'm just kidding. I'm driving with my knees. Yeah, I might start doing more of these live streams. When I have time, like today, the reason why I'm doing actually is because I'm got this long hour drive home, and I just don't have time to make so many videos anymore. I'll regret if I don't spend the time with her right now, especially if if it's her when she grow up. This is an X5. Yeah, but my lease is almost up. So I'm gonna have to go get another car. P20 Pro. See, that's the thing with the telephoto. I'm not so big on telephoto. I'm not gonna buy a phone just because it has telephoto. I mean, what is P20 really good at? I mean, I really care about the low light, but I mean, I've seen some tests, and they're not better than Pixel. Most tests show that Pixel is actually still better than P20. So I don't know. A lot of other YouTubers are hyping it up because Huawei is spending like a ton of money. I mean, I'll be dead honest with you guys. Huawei spent like way more money on advertising, paying YouTubers. I haven't tried the P20, but I'm just saying, man, a lot of that stuff is shilling. I'm kind of pissed that I didn't say demo unit. Can't prove it, but I feel like that's, you know, Huawei's a huge company. They're the #1 biggest telecommunication company. They got enough money to literally buy, you know, 100 tech companies. You know, I mean, they, in terms of how they might be bigger than Samsung actually. Anyway, is it better? I mean, Huawei products are great. You know, they actually they actually invented the portrait mode. I remember, I think, what was it, Honor 8 or something? They're actually the first company to come out with the portrait mode with 2 cameras. Now they're falling behind because of Google, because Google is able to do it without 2 cameras. And then now everyone's doing it with just 1 camera. So I think they lost that exclusive, you know, their invention, whatever, because now you don't need to. Google does way better with 1 camera. Why do you need 2 cameras? So it's sort of made it obsolete. All that work into putting 2 cameras, it's just like, you personally think P20 is the best photographic camera? What's the aperture on the P20? So the natural bokeh, you're gonna get more. That's all gonna be aperture, but you know, from none of these flagships, they're not gonna make a huge difference. They're all 1.5, f1.5 to f1.7. You're not gonna see a difference. Maybe it was like f1.2. If somebody comes out with the f1.2, then it's going to make a huge difference. But yeah, the aperture thing with smartphones, the lenses are so damn small, it's not going to really make a difference. That's why, you know, I think the Pixel still wins a lot because of their HDR processing is so good. I'm actually going back home. I got to go pick up my daughter. I'm in California, for those of you outside the U.S. I'm driving through San Leandro. You could Google it, and then this is the wide angle on the GG7. And it's a regular camera. Note 9. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about Note 9, but at the same time, you guys seen the leaks, right? Literally, they haven't changed the design. I don't think there's gonna be a huge amount of new things. So P20 Pro is f1.8 at 40 megapixels. So 40 megapixels, it really doesn't mean it's 40 megapixels. It's just a marketing gimmick. In terms of, I think, just smartphones. You have 40 megapixels, but you have a small smartphone sensor. That's not 40 megapixels. That's just marketing BS. I haven't tried the P20, right? But if you're talking about, I have a 42 megapixel camera, 7R2. If you're talking about, you know, real cameras, then yeah, you're gonna get that all of that 40. It's not really 40 megapixels, you know. They need to do the testing, the scientific testing. It's all marketing, yes, you know. Because you can have as many pixels you want, but if you zoom in, it's pointless to have that many megapixels. And having more pixels gives you worse, you know, performance in low light usually. You know, so that's why people, you know, LG G7 has a you know, ultra bright. So I don't know. No one has done scientific tests on that. How actually 40 megapixels is good. So believe the hype. Which LG phone stands out the most? Obviously, the LG G7 is the best so far. How good is the? You know, the speakers are really cool. I mean, I don't know, man. LG G7 is good. It's not the phone I want. It's not the perfect phone yet, though. I wish they put you know, they put 2 cameras on the front, 2 cameras on the back. I wish I could like make my own phone, you know. I wish LG would call me and ask for advice, you know. Because I watch these phones, I see what's wrong, and they're doing it. You know, sometimes they make the same mistakes, like having, you know, bad front camera for years, and they just finally fixed it. So yeah, if you have a 40 megapixels pixel sensor, it doesn't mean you're gonna get that full 40 megapixels. You have to match the sensor too. How big is the P20 Pro sensor? Is it like mega huge, or is it just tiny bit bigger than, you know, other phones? I haven't actually looked that up. Maybe somebody can look it up. How big is the P20 Pro camera sensor? The sensor size. Oppo Find X and Vivo Nex. Yeah, I haven't looked into those yet. You know, the problem with Oppos and Vivos, they're not really, they're hard to get here. Well, they have it on Amazon now, right? But I'm saying, like, it's not really widely used here. Like, if you go to Asia, they got Oppo, you know, they got Oppo everywhere, stores everywhere. Like, if you go to Thailand, I'm sure they have it everywhere in China. But here, there's no Oppo stores. How do you fix SIM not detected installing RR custom ROM? For what phone? Right, yeah, Pakistan. You guys have all these, you know, all those Asus. They have their own stores. You come to America, we have no Oppo stores in any of these stores that they have there. Only way you can get it is usually at Amazon, or if they sell through their store like OnePlus. Okay, so I'm going over a bridge now. This is the San Mateo Bridge, but I'll put it into a wide angle, and I think this is a good example where wide angle can be very good. So your wide angle, so you get the nice full view. So P20 does have a sensor 125, no, 1/1.7. Did you do your math right? Is it 25% bigger, or it's 125% bigger? Why is the OnePlus fast? Because, you know, they always put more RAM than necessary. And then they always, they use up, you know, pretty much stock Android. Oxygen OS is, you know, very similar to stock Android. Yeah, so that's why it's fast. They don't care about the UI, they just want to make it fast. That's probably why. But I'm gonna do my full review soon after it's been almost 2 months, yeah. That's gonna be my next review. So this is the wide angle, and this is the regular. Sorry, a little iffy. Sorry. So the V20 is the best if you want to get the widest angle, and then the G7 isn't wide as before, but you get a ton better low light performance. Light Before like V20, you're not gonna get any performance in low light. I mean, it's just gonna look very, very dark or very noisy. But with the LG G7, you're gonna be able to get a lot better shots. I mean, if you're gonna buy an LG, definitely I'll just get the LG G7 because they fix a lot of the problems, like the front camera, the wide angle, low light performance. Also, the design is much better, I would say. OnePlus, yeah, also limits animation, so you feel like it's fine, faster. Hey, what's up, cabron? You don't like the tiny wide angle of G7 versus G6? I actually haven't compared. Yeah, it's not as wide, especially the front's not wide at all. Look, so yeah, it's like if I use my V20 or V30, it's gonna be a lot wider, and then if I use V20, it's gonna be. Then you're gonna. This is actually the perfect distance, which is an arm's length. So I got my smartphone mount there, and if you have slight wide angle, you're still gonna be able to see my whole body and face. Sorry, just getting cut off here. Wait, I'm just crossing the bridge. It should be better. But yeah, that's why I love the wide angle, and that's why I'm doing this video. Because when you're doing a live stream, wide angle helps a lot, especially on the phone, because you have to read comments and also be able to see. Or even if you're not doing live, if you want to use the phone for recording and stuff, having it close to you, you're going to be able to see the screen better. So yeah, I like it. I mean, wide angle is definitely for a lot of things. What's up, Gruff? Yeah, I prefer the wide angle. I don't really like telephoto because they're not that good anyway. Like look at the Galaxy. Is pretty good, but it still degrades image. Like if you wanted to get that absolute best quality out of your smartphone, you're not going to use your telephoto. You're only going to use it when you absolutely have to. So the P20 is 25% bigger, right? And you put a 40 megapixel versus what, 12 megapixels? Megapixels don't mean anything, I mean, they mean something, but you need to match the sensor size, though. Yeah, if it's 25% bigger, I would just roughly say maybe 25%. Maybe better, maybe 25% better performance. So, well, I don't know. I haven't tested it out, so I have no idea. But I hear it. Can you still buy it? Yeah, I think you can still buy it. But the price is way too much for a P20 Pro right now. If you're in the US, it's like $1,000. It's like more than any of the flagships. Why would I want to pay $1,000 for? Actually, no. Let me check the price. So P20 Pro, how much is it now? I was gonna get it. I don't want to pay, $1,000. Last time I checked, it was like $1,000 or $900 or something. You can buy a Galaxy S9 for like $600 on eBay right now in the US. Yeah, it's still at $800, I think, around there. Let's see. $850, $800. I'm not gonna pay $850 when every other smartphone is less than that. You can buy, I bought my LG G7 for I think $600 on eBay. You just want the 40 megapixels for those landscapes. But that's what I'm saying. That 40 megapixels isn't gonna do you any good. It's not really 40 megapixels. If you want real 40 megapixels, buy a Sony A7R3, A7R2. That's a real 40 megapixel. You're gonna be able to change the lens. You're gonna be able to print it out. I mean, I've seen the photos of P20 Pro. It's not that great, honestly. Some of them slightly better. They got the stitch effect or whatever, but honestly, I don't think it's that great compared to like DSLR, you know. And I don't think 40 megapixels is actually good for low light. Do you think being able to hold a phone steady matters with phone photos? For sure, yeah. Having OIS definitely helps. But it's not always necessary. Like phones like that don't have OIS, like remember like Nexus 6P? I don't think they had OIS. Did it have OIS? Anyway, Google's HDR is so good, they will actually stitch up a bunch of photos. Yeah, but I guess OIS definitely wanted. Yeah, it should come with it for best photos. OIS can't hurt. Any kind of stabilization, any kind of optical hardware versus software. If you have good both of those, then yeah. Yeah, megapixels is just a number, man. Don't focus on the megapixels. I mean, if you can actually boost all that 40 megapixels, then great. But you know, it don't mean anything if you can't zoom in and you can't get that same quality out of it. Then it's not really 40 megapixels. P20 versus 5DSR. I don't know. I don't know, man. Again, I haven't actually tested this thing, so. Yeah, Mate 10's not bad. Not bad. I mean, you know. I'm just saying the price is way too high right now for people in the US. $850 for a smartphone. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's way too much. And it's been months, you know. I think when it came out, it was like $1,100, $1,200. It's way too much, man. Yeah, I'll go check it out when I go home. Before I keep talking more mad BS. 안녕하세요. What's up? What's up, Jacob? So this is the wide angle. For those of you just joining in. Yeah, I got the wide angle camera. Driving on 101. If you go 30 minutes south, it's like Google headquarters, and 30 minutes south also is Apple headquarters. 30 minutes north is Uber, Lyft headquarters, Facebook, Twitter. Oh, no, Facebook section. The other way, sorry. So Art asks, so do you believe the best phone camera is better than real cameras? No, yeah. Smartphone cameras cannot come anywhere close to, you know, like a mirrorless camera, like a Sony mirrorless camera or a DSLR. I mean, it's just the physics, you know. Smartphones use, hey, let's do this. So the physics of smartphones, this is a smartphone. I don't know, have you guys seen some disassembly videos? Literally the sensor size is tiny. It's less than your fingertip. I don't know if you've seen like a DSLR lens. DSLR lens is like this big, you know. It's have very high quality photos, like on the way of faking DSLR with a much larger sensor. And then, you know, now I think that could be a good route, you know, like Google HDR or, you know, portrait modes. Nowadays, you could really fake it almost like a taken with you know, DSLR. G7 is a significant upgrade from the V20. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Like, if you're not talking about cameras, if you're just talking about the overall device, you know, you're going to get nice waterproofing, IP68. What else? It's a lot slimmer. You're going to get a lot, you know, a lot more space, narrow or vertically, you know, the higher aspect ratio. That could help you read websites. You know, LCD. You know, they got the white pixels, so you get a ton better battery life. No, probably not. From G7, it's a pretty good upgrade. You know, LG changed. Sorry, I'm on the highway. Usually on the highway, I get very good signal, but today I'm sort of dropping in and out. Maybe because all these people driving home. Oh yeah, I love the OnePlus 6. You know, recently I started playing golf a lot. Keep repeating myself, but with my daughter, so I'm training my daughter. But I really like it because it's super thin. It's way thinner than like an S9 or even G7. It's actually the thinnest. I wouldn't call this a flagship. I could call it a flagship. Out of all the flagships, if this was a flagship, this is the thinnest phone. Go Google it. There's no other smartphone that's as thin as OnePlus 6. So when I play golf, I prefer to have my phone in my pockets. But you know, when you're playing golf, you don't want to have stuff in your pocket because you're swinging. You know, more stuff you have in your pocket, it sort of weighs you down. So that's another reason I prefer the OnePlus 6, because the thinnest phone with the largest space to write. I feel like I'm just really excited about what the OnePlus 6, but I mean, I really like the phone. Like, they didn't pay me nothing. They paid me $0. I mean, they sent me the phone, but they should actually, you know, they should send me like 100 OnePlus 6 and I'll just give it out. I'm doing like free advertising for OnePlus, man. I'm so dumb, man. But I love it. I love it. I love the 240 frames per second. I have literally 1,000 slow motion videos of my daughter, which is also, you know, can help her analyze her golf swing. I just mainly take it because I just love, I love watching, you know, this is why slow motion is a big thing in my life. Let me just explain it. Because when I was growing up, I was trying to become a golf pro. Well, I was a mini tour pro for a while, like 6 months or something. Anyway, when I was growing up, I checked my screen every day. So basically, I would check my swing. I had like this old camera. Give me a second. Wait till it passes. So I was gonna say, yeah. So I used to literally do my golf swing every day. Own golf swing, like literally 10 to 20 times a day, right? And that's how you get, you know, sometimes I overdid it, but that's one of the ways you can improve your golf swing by yourself, by analyzing your swing. So I've analyzed probably literally at least 100,000 golf swings. I've analyzed Tiger Woods. I've analyzed, you know, back then, Greg Norman, all of this stuff. Anyway, the reason why, that's the reason why I love slow motion. And it's amazing. Back then, I still have the Sony camera. Back then, the quality wasn't that good, you know. But now you can get, it's so good, you know. It's hold on, give me a second. The cop's still following me. I don't want to get pulled over for doing a lot here. Hey, what's going on, yo? If he notices, he's gonna drive by me and he's gonna be like, "What are you doing?" It seems suspicious. Following me though. I'm sort of like, my hands are sweating, you know? I don't know if he's following me or somebody else. Maybe somebody called the cops on me. I don't know, man. Anyway, that's why slow motion is a huge thing for me for golfers. I don't know if you play other sports, but if you want to really get to the pro level, all the pro level golfers, you know, they have their own analyzation thing, and you know they have the golf. They use that tool. What's up? What's up, Grav? You gonna go? All right, I'll see you. All right, the cop's gone. I don't know actually the law for this. I don't know the law for this. I was a little sweaty. I don't like it. I mean, I don't care about getting pulled over, but I haven't gotten pulled over in like probably like 5 years, so I'm gonna try to keep my record clean, you know. But that's how sorry. Let me see. Let me scroll down now because I couldn't scroll down because you might think I'm using the phone. Then you get tickets. LGV20 eBay. If you somehow pay me the money, yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, you know what? I'm being dead honest. I'm so bad at shipping. If you ask me to do something, I still haven't returned one of my Amazon items from 2 weeks ago. I've printed out everything. I was trying to send it. I still got to send like 3 of you guys on Twitter. I told you guys I was gonna send you something. I'm just really bad at shipping, you know, like procrastinating. And what happened was that after a while, I stopped sending. You know, it would take me a whole week to send stuff out. So yeah. If you ask me to do anything like that, I'm just bad at it. Just don't ask me to do it. If you're going to send me money, I'll probably just keep it for a whole year. Bad with shipping, you know? Because shipping at my house is not that bad, I guess. But I still got to drive to the U.S. Postal Office, drop it off. I guess it's not that bad. I don't know. I'm just a bad shipper, man. I don't have the right tools for it. You know, if I had the right tools, if I could have UPS come pick it up, all that, you know. And I don't have good rates either. My shipping rate is super high because I'm residential. So every time I send out stuff, it costs me a lot of money. You know? Anyway, is there ever get slow-mo on S9? That's the only thing that's not working, especially the ultra. I think you could do like maybe 240 frames per second. I'm actually trying to work on that. So yeah, I'll have updates on that. But right now, yeah, no slow motion for. I don't think so. I tried different apps. Maybe you guys can do the research too. Vivo Next voice quality. I don't know. I've actually never used Vivo products, so I don't know. There's so many Android phones these days, man. I wish I could just get all of them, but I don't like buying a subpar phone. I don't like buying phones that I don't want to use. That. You know, it's that. Then you'll get a better review if I actually use the phone as a daily driver. You know, really like just, and then I bought it because I wanted it. Then I'm gonna be able to do a better review than just buying it to do a review. I never buy something so I will actually use it myself. So that's why I don't do all the phones. I only buy the phones I really like. I do the research. I look up all the specs and buy the phones I really like. Sometimes I'll get some phones and then, you know, sometimes it's sort of like the OnePlus 6. I didn't expect much from it, but I really like it. You know, I think they got it right this time. Of course, there are some stuff that I don't like. but I'll talk about that in my full review, I guess. There's only one torque for G6. Yeah, that's the thing with LG G6. I don't know why LG stopped. You know, LG has the unlocking process. They should just do it like HTC. So you can pretty much unlock the bootloader. Make it up to the consumer. Like, you know, why you lock the bootloaders on everything? Don't give us choice. So one of the complaints I have on the LG G7 10EM. So I thought, okay, EMW is just another letter, so they'll support it. So I bought this. It's a dual SIM model. As soon as I got it last week, I tried to unlock the bootloader. Everything works up to LG's website. And LG's website is European model. You cannot unlock it. So I was like, fudge! $100 on this new phone. I can return it, but there's a 20% restock. So I'm stuck with this phone that I can't unlock the bootloader. Why do you do that, LG? Why do you break people's dreams? Okay, man, they can still add it, but that's my complaint. They have absolutely no reason to not add it. It's just like literally they can go into their database, put more models in, because even though all the US models are already made, like the Samsung devices on the other hand, they actually lock the device. With the LG devices, it's just up to LG. LG's got to put the model numbers in there. Just put model numbers in there, man. Unless the carrier doesn't want it, but this is like an international unlock model anyways. So yeah, that's one complaint I have about change. I'm going to go complain to everybody I know at LG after this video. You guys tweet everybody at LG, unlock our damn bootloaders. Because think about it, I paid $600 for this phone. Unlocking the bootloader just gives me admin rights, which is my right, you know? And that's something, you know, standard Android, you can unlock the bootloader. That's how Android's supposed to be. But these manufacturers, LG, Samsung, or whatever, starts locking all the bootloaders. What are you guys doing, you know? Like, why are you locking things that's a feature of Android already? Yeah, I'll have a whole complaint video. I'll make it funny. About unlocking bootloaders. But it should be the user's right. You buy a car, you should be able to open the engine, you should be able to swap out the engine. But basically, you buy a phone, you can't open your hood. What's up, my project? At your channel? Yeah, I haven't checked it out. Yeah. Vivo is with 845 pop-up camera. I'm not really into pop-up cameras. I really think that's a bad idea, especially if you leave it open and hit something. That's going to be the first thing to break. I mean, this is not rocket science. Like, you have anything that moves like that with the spring, that's the first thing that's going to break. You don't have to be an engineer to know that. It's common sense, yo. But I think it's a pretty cool feature. But I mean, why did they put a pop-up camera? To have more screen space? To have less bezels? I mean, bezel size for example, the LG G7 is only this much. Don't bother me. Why would I want to pop the camera out? Like, if I want to take it out of my pocket, you know, I want to just be able to take a photo. I don't want to worry about this thing popping out. So I don't know, man. I think it's a fun feature, but it doesn't really, it's not, I don't think, it's sort of going back. Not bad in terms of durability from Jerry Rig Everything. Yeah, Zach is actually, you know, Jerry Rig Everything's name is actually not Jerry Rig Everything. His real name's Zach. Is it Zach's? No, it's Zach or Zach's. One of the two. He should change his channel name, bro. Like, why do you? It should be Zach Rig Everything. Because that totally confused people. I know everybody thinks Jerry Rig Everything, his real name is Jerry. Unless you actually know. It creates a total confusion because you don't know what your name is, you know? Or just say you're Jerry, yo. Just use your nickname, yo. This is so confusing. You can just use your real name for with your your family and friends. Zach. Guys, I'm home. I gotta go to golf, but it's nice talking to you guys. We'll do more of these often. But yeah, if you have any other questions, you know, leave them in the comment section below. And that was it's sort of a long test. That was this video was taken with the LG G7. Yeah. Anyway, have a great day. I'm gonna try to work on a video tonight, maybe the OnePlus 6. Watch out for that. I'll see you guys. Bye.